Brought to you by Fastpitch TV and sponsored by SoftballJunk.com. Here's another show from the 2014 Women's College World Series.
Good afternoon. I'd like to welcome you to Day 3 of the 2014 Women's College World Series. With us with Baylor to my right is head coach Glenn Moore, Jordan Strickland, Heather Stearns, and Lindsay Hayes. We will begin with an opening statement from Coach Moore.
Well, that was a team that loaded the bus when we left Waco, and we certainly knew we were a better team than showed up here in Oklahoma City, and glad to have the opportunity to do that. Extremely proud for Heather Stearns. Hasn't thrown in a long time. We've tried to create game-like situations for Heather and Liz both in practices. You know, we've been playing so well, we really haven't had to go that deep into our bullpen, but for her to have sat and watched, warmed up and came back out and didn't get the pitch time and time again, for her to come out and throw a game like that against Florida State, a great hitting team, I can't say enough good things about her. Exceptionally well-pitched game, and you know, Jordan swinging the bat really stepped up. I think our whole team was more relaxed this time for whatever reason. We were uptight, and then we dug a hole quick and weren't able to climb out of it, and it just continued to snowball. That's not who we were. We knew that wasn't who we were against Florida, and this was a team that we've had all year, and I'm very proud of the way they played.
Thanks, Coach. Just a reminder to raise your hand and wait for the microphone, and to state your name and affiliation before asking a question. We'll now open the floor for questions.
John Warner, Waco Tribune Herald. This is for Heather. Like Glenn mentioned, you hadn't started in almost a month. Were you surprised at all that you got the start, and kind of what was your mindset going out there?
Well, I got the text from Coach Moore last night, and maybe a little bit surprised, but really excited. You know, I've been waiting for my turn, and just excited and ready to go and just kind of get out there.
What was working for you?
Really just mixing all my pitches. Felt like I had good command, good placement, and just go right at them. Don't have fear, and just work my pitches, all zones.
Jerry Hill, Baylor Bear Insider. Heather, you had the great regional last year. How much did that help? And then particularly coming out and striking out the side in that first, how much of a lift did you get from that?
Definitely. You know, the regionals last year helped me. Just being in this environment, you know, there's nothing like it. You have to have that experience, and regionals last year helped me with that. And also, you know, getting a little bit in the Florida game just helped those nerves go down a little bit.
Tommy Dees, Tuscaloosa. Glenn, what do you text her when is it just you're starting tomorrow, or is there more to it? and Heather, what was your reply?
Well, we put a lot of thought into this. You know, our sport sometimes lends you to go with your ace until her arm falls off, literally. And but we knew we had a long road ahead of us, so we were going to have to use her at some point in time. I shouldn't say have to. Heather's an outstanding pitcher. Anybody that's followed Baylor softball saw what she did as a freshman last year, and what she's done this year as well. It's dealt with some injury, aggravating injury issues early. Nothing big, but something that kind of kept her from really being the pitcher she could early on. But to answer your question, I just basically said, hey, you know, it's been some great sophomore pitchers throw this weekend. It's time to let one shine for Baylor, and she responded she's ready. So basically that simple. You know, you like to do that face-to-face, but when you're here at the World Series and they're pulling you about 15 different directions, sometimes you don't meet with your team as often as you like. So they respond well to text messages these days.
Bryce Cherry, Waco Trib. Glenn, just kind of following up on that, you talked the other day about you don't feel like the days of one pitcher going through this tournament are necessarily over, but now that you've, you know, Heather's given you some innings, how well does that set you up? Maybe, you know, you got a second game today and going forward.
Well, I said that because I think they're, you know, when you get in a loser's bracket, it is difficult. So I think people are still going to recruit try to develop that power pitcher or that number one and ride her as long as you can until she starts fatiguing. That doesn't mean the need for our bullpen's not there. Obviously, you're going to have bad games and you're going to need it. I've got a ton of. Heather knows how much confidence we have in her. She's number 2 to an All-American that's written every record at Baylor. Maybe the percentage is small, but it gives you a little bit of an advantage to go with Whitney most of the time. She's got a complete different look, so it's a pretty nice weapon to have, and I have confidence and total confidence in her. And we've used her throughout her career so far many times. Last year she went to College Station, and most people didn't know it, but she broke her hand the day before and then beats Arizona 2 days after she breaks her hand with a broken hand. You know, she's got something internally that's pretty valuable as well.
Brian Kaufman, KWTX in Waco. Jordan, pretty good day at the plate today. After the lackluster performance team-wide at the plate yesterday, what was your approach going into the day, and how's it feel to hit 2 home runs in the College World Series?
We had a completely different approach today. We knew it was one and done, and we weren't ready for this team to be done yet. We just came in with a lot of intensity today, and just we're working to put it all together. For me, once I had stepped into the plate in the 7-hole, it was easy because, not easy, but it was a lot more. Yeah, it was a lot more relaxed because the hitters in front of me had been doing their jobs and they were on base, and I saw that they were hitting her hard. And so that kind of was a self-esteem booster for me, just to see that my teammates were all rallying together and just putting something together, and that was nice, and we didn't see that yesterday. So.
Jerry Hill, Baylor Bear Insider. Lindsay, can you talk about just kind of getting things started? You went 3 for 3 for the day, had a couple stolen bases, scored ahead of her a couple times. Talk about just the way that the offense got going.
You know, just like Jordan said, we came with a whole new approach today. We were much more intense, ready, aggressive. That was not us 2 days ago against Florida, and I think that's very evident now. You know, we studied Waldrop, and we knew exactly what she was going to throw us, and I think that we were very well prepared. And, you know, just to go in there, and Claire was phenomenal today also, starting us off 2 innings, just getting on base and, you know, just rolling. When leadoff gets on, it's easy to roll.
Pete LaFleur, College Softball 360 coach. I know sometimes you don't want to talk too much about the opposing pitcher in case you see him again, but now that Florida State's been eliminated, and the hitters, if you could throw in anything as well, just your approach with Waldrop, did it help extra seeing her live the other day, and just what your game plan was against her?
You know, I have to credit Oregon a little bit. You know, I thought they had a great approach versus Waldrop, and you know, stayed patient. Made her come over the plate a little more. She's a phenomenal pitcher. Changes speeds, good movement, and you know, gets a lot of mishits, if you will. And she got some from us as well. But that was kind of our approach. You always want to be aggressive, but not being overly aggressive.
Anything from the hitters?
Jordan? Like you said, part of our approach is just to be patient. We knew that she wanted us to chase a little bit, and so for us today it was a matter of just being patient. And a lot of us, she throws a lot of off-speed stuff, which is very beneficial for her. And so a lot of us today went to the slash and just worked the counts well, and just made her bring a pitch that we could drive. And I thought we did a great job as an offense doing that.
Lindsay?
Yeah, I thought we did a great job. She's not National Player of the Year for no reason. You know, she kept us guessing, and as long as we stayed aggressive at the plate and we were also very patient and hit our pitches, I think that really made the difference.
Coach Mike McCoy, News Channel 25 over here. Sorry.
Yep, okay.
I know it's a little too soon, but looking forward to Kentucky later tonight. Give us a preview and who's going to be starting on the mound coming up at 6?
Well, Whitney will be starting on the mound in the circle. It's not baseball. I make that same mistake too. But you know, we haven't looked a lot at. We watched them play last night. We have film. We're going to go watch film as soon as we can get away from here, eat a little bit, quick turnaround. I think we play in 4 hours. And, you know, they're a good team. They play with a lot of adrenaline and excitement. Really made a game last night and thought they had a chance. They're going to be tough. We haven't looked a lot at them because we had to win this one, but we're going to zero in there right now on them.
Anything else? All right, thanks, guys.
Looking for a softball bat? Do you want to save $30? SoftballJunk.com is offering an additional $30 discount on all regular price bats on the website. That's right, $30 discount. Just text the word Fastpitch to 555-888 and Gary will send you a discount code good for $30 off your next softball bat at SoftballJunk.com. FYI, that code's also good at the Arlington, Texas store. This show is a member of the Fastpitch TV network. See all of our shows and blogs at www.fastpitch.tv.